Yes, it's true. I'm coming from India. I think land of opportunity, land of hemp, and first of all, land of Shiva. So this is all where it comes from. It's his plant. In religious purposes, in any house where the mother doesn't consume marijuana, where the father doesn't consume marijuana, they put it also on Lord Shiva. So it is not about just personal consumption. There is also religious importance we have with the plant. It is also one of the 5 sacred plants of a Hindu. So this plant in history has some importance and beautiful link with India. And I'm glad that there is this World Hemp Conference happening from, and I can be able to come here and see how so many different views, opinions, questions on what is related to all hemp, scientific questions, scientific answers. I wish there were more people here from India to see what benefit actually hemp can have and how we could benefit the people and the land that we come from. Because this is, personally I feel this is a product and something which comes from India, and there should be a lot more awareness there. So hopefully I can take back a lot of awareness and knowledge from the World Hemp Congress, from Lindava back to India, and share it with everybody there. So this is what I see, hemp clothes, hemp house, hemp food, hemp everything. I'm like, hello? Why is this plant actually not legal? Why is it so much of a taboo? Many questions I have, and many answers I'm getting, so it's very interesting. And what I know of hemp is, it is growing very wild in India, actually. And a lot of people are using it for maybe recreational purposes, but that's their need, that's their thought. I think there is a lot more than recreational purposes that I have found out that hemp can be used for. Whether it is, EU standards for hemp could be totally different for what India doesn't even have standard definition for. So it would be great to also see, what we can parallelly do in India with maybe no fixed law on how or what percent of THC, what percent of things can be used for things like construction, plastic, because we have a lot of land. A lot of countries are saying we are so small, we are this size. Many European countries put together, we will have India as one platform. So if we have, hemp which can really bring from, bring from a lot of awareness to the people, it would bring a lot more health benefits, economical benefits, carbon, we talk about carbon credits in the world. United Nations is making this act, this Congress, this government is doing that. So I think it's a better platform to address with the Mother Earth, with a plant, rather than fertilizer. We can give subsidy to modern companies for, say, countries, but the chain flow of subsidy is going from minister to minister, or and then back to the companies. So there is this chain is totally different. Hemp, I think, on the other hand, will be able to start from the ground and go back to the people, or go to the ground where the people come from. This is what is more beneficial, and this is why I'm here to understand. And if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to try and answer them. Please don't quote me, because I don't have any sort of facts that I could present to you. Maybe next year I can come back with a bigger Indian delegation, fill this room up and figure out what is going on, and then take back a lot of things. Because also for me, interesting right now is to see how we could probably import things. Because anytime you import things, it becomes very interesting for the other country. Oh, it is when you spend higher money, then you find out smaller solutions, like basic solutions is possible. So I would be very open to anything and everything to do with hemp, which is legal, of course. And if not, I welcome all of you people to come and see what possibility and opportunity can be presented and done in India, because it's a great platform. And thank you for bringing me here and having this great World Hemp Conference. It's a great source of inspiration, and I hope this good vibration is going to go all around the world soon. Yes. Please.
going to do almost for everything on this world.
Can I just have a question, like, when you were reading old Sanskrit texts and stuff like this, you know, like 1,000 years old notes about Ayurveda and healing and natural healing, did you see ganja or hemp? Did you notice this in like 500 years old medicine of India, and was it a typical thing to heal people with, or was it just to get nasha, I mean to be closer to Lord Shiva in a mental, it means stoned. I mean, did you see any connection with healing in an old Sanskrit text?
Yes. I would like to answer your question how you asked me. Yes, when I was studying Ayurveda, my discovery for the plant even got more interesting because of Ayurveda. And the fact that it's already a plant that in India is coming from the Lord, which is one of the sacred plants. We have got hemp, tulsi, neem, brahmi. These are some of the plants which are essential plants for an Indian, for India. And glad that it can have good condition to grow as wild as it grows everywhere. And in Ayurveda, specifically, if you look at, there are many different instances where it is mentioned as medicine, whether in form of oral taking or external use, whether it is oil, whether it is cream, whether it's inflammation, whether it is from, if you burn yourself with fire, you can apply this with kurkuma. And there are many things that and this heals your skin much more faster. It's a very fast process for healing. And when it comes to non-Ayurvedic activities, yes, there is a spiritual side for it. Generally, this spiritual side is officially allowed by the government for people who are known as sadhus, the ones who are trying to meditate to reach and connect with the higher supreme. Everything is within yourself. It's only your connection with the universe. So if you need to go from Lendava to Ljubljana, you maybe take a train, you maybe take a plane. Plane could be cheap, I mean sometimes much more faster. So in taking marijuana itself as just a recreational could be like taking a flight trip to find, you know, how fast can I get there. But it is not the supreme purpose. The supreme purpose is to actually get from Lendava to Ljubljana and do whatever you want to do there. So that's how I would say I'm related. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you so much. And pleasure to be here, really. Thank you so much.